Hi friends, welcome back to Pasado Safe Haven Storytime. My name is Teacher Bando and I am a humane educator with Pasado Safe Haven. My name is Brandon Blake, but all my preschool students call me Teacher Bando, so you can too. I have a really important book to read today. It's called A Pig is a Dog is a Kid, and it's written by Maritza Oliver. She lives in British Columbia, which is very close to where I live in Seattle. All right. Let's get into this really interesting book, shall we? A pig is a dog is a kid. What does that mean? Let's find out. We are a nation of animal lovers. Your pet sits on your lap, eats out of your hand, and sleeps in your bed. And you see them every day and you get closer as you make memories with them. They're smart and playful. They'll give you love and teach you about friendship, loyalty, and responsibility. And they'll grow up and live with you as a part of your family. You love them and take care of them until they die, hopefully, of old age. Farmed animals, on the other hand, are forgotten because we don't see them. When we see an actual pig, perhaps once or twice in our lives, they seem quite intelligent based on videos we watch and the books we read, but we still don't know much about them. In general, society sees farmed animals as dumb and of little importance. We care even less about fish and insects. Wish we could say pigs are as important to us as dogs, but that would be a lie. If people said, no, they're just as important. If we had dog meat for dinner, we'd cover our mouths with our hands and stop ourselves from throwing up. But our mouths water when some people think of bacon. Many of us have dogs and cats as pets, and they have special places in our hearts. You want to know what their signs say? This sign says, no to dog meat, campaigning to end the dog and cat meat trade worldwide. And this one says, dogs are friends, not food. And this one says, no to animal abuse. But this guy is still thinking about bacon and eggs, which come from different animals. We say we love animals, yet we eat cows, pigs, and chickens and turkeys, as if these beings are somehow not animals. Is it possible to love and eat animals? Don't we ever wonder, how did things get this way? See, she's wearing a shirt that says, I love animals, but on her barbecue grill, I see a chicken leg, I see a piece of a pig, I see ribs of a cow maybe, and there's a fish friend. One animal is deserving of our love, while the other one satisfies our appetite. If we truly love animals, then eating meat doesn't really make sense, because there's no way to get meat without killing an animal, and there's no way to do that nicely. We enjoy eating meat and often tend to forget that hot dogs, chicken nuggets, ham, steak, and fish sticks are made from the animals that we slaughter. Now, some may say that the animals don't feel anything when they die and that they were put here for us to eat, or they're happy to be our food. These people want us to believe that these reasons prove that farm animals are different. They hope these reasons will explain the way that they treat these animals. Some might say, but dogs are meant to be pets. Pigs are not. If dogs are better as pets, while pigs are raised to be made into bacon, it's because we treat them as such. We treat dogs as friends and minimize the plight of farmed animals. Well, that's acting like it doesn't matter. The golden rule says, treat others the way you want to be treated. Nowhere does it say, unless they're not human. That's really important. Treat others the way we want to be treated. Whether it's me, whether it's my friend Pee-wee, or my friend Sabrina, who's operating my camera right now. I want to make sure that I'm treating everybody with kindness. Pigs, cows, sheep, chicken. We're all able to love one another. And an important part of love is empathy, being able to understand and share the feelings of others. In other words, we put ourselves in someone else's shoes and feel what they are feeling. Think about how you would like to be treated. Empathy comes so naturally to us. It can and should spread beyond humans to other living things and nature too. Besides being empathic by nature, we're also compassionate. And the proof is, if someone was abusing an animal in front of us, we would be outraged. And we would try to stop it if we could. That's because we understand the difference between right and wrong. We should be proud of ourselves for having the courage to step up, to be a voice for those whose voices have been ignored and fight against injustice. That's the real right person in us, the true animal lover. Until someone teaches us differently, we should never believe anyone who tells us not to care about the pain and suffering of animals. They are innocent beings who've done nothing to wrong us. If we love animals, we shouldn't try to convince ourselves it's not a big deal to eat their meat. This just disappoints the animals, and we disappoint ourselves for not doing what's expected of us. The thing is, we never think of a pig when we eat a BLT, which is a sandwich made of bacon, lettuce, and tomato. But the bacon has two faces. Look at these pig friends. One is the crispy meat from the sides of a belly of a pig with strips of fat. It's salted, smoked, sliced thin, and fried. Ugh, I never even liked bacon. The other is a 350-pound mammal with hooves, hair, and a face. Pigs are as intelligent as the dogs who share our homes and even smarter than a 3-year-old human child. They are sociable, playful, and curious. They love their families and friends. They build nests, relax in the sun, and cool off in the mud. A pig is more like us than we think. They are someone who will fight for their life until the very last breath. Right? When I think of pigs, I don't think of bacon. I think of friends. I have a friend at Posado Safe Haven named Violet. She's one of my best friends. She's an awesome pig. But we need meat to eat to be healthy. Meat gives us protein, and our bodies need protein, people say. Well, the truth is, we don't actually need meat to be healthy. In fact, scientists tell us that too much meat can make us unhealthy. Luckily, all foods contain some protein. And if we eat legumes, for example, like peas, beans, and lentils, whole grains, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables, we will have everything our body needs to stay healthy. So look at this, other essentials like algae and spices. Algae is a sea vegetable, and spices are really good. These give us really important minerals and vitamins for our body. Water's important too. I drink a lot of water. If we don't need meat, dairy, or eggs to be healthy, then that means it's a choice. And we can choose not to harm animals who experience pain and pleasure like us. We can choose to put an animal's interest in staying alive before our own desire for their flesh. But we can no longer choose to eat them. It's not a personal choice when others are harmed, right? That means if I said, but you know what? I want to eat that hamburger made from a cow. It's my choice. My choice also hurt that cow. So it's not just my choice, right? We've been drawn to animals since we were babies. We've always found them fascinating. We care for them if they share our lives because they make us very happy. Animals are friends, not food. We would rather play with a bunny than eat her, and for good reason. In our hearts, we feel we should protect them, and we should always trust that feeling. We must understand that we don't eat certain animals because they taste better or because they're less clever. We eat animals because we're being raised to treat animals that way. We must be smart enough to recognize how our lives are affecting the lives of others and change that for the better. Her poster says animals are friends, not food, with her pig friend. We are truly a nation of animal lovers. Let's open our hearts and minds to a way of life that is different from what's being handed down to us. Let's appreciate animals for who they are and focus on what makes us equal instead of what separates us. And if we allow ourselves to get to know these beautiful beings a little bit better, we might fall in love with them a little bit more. And then we'll realize that in the ability to feel joy and pain, we are all the same. When it comes to suffering, a pig is a dog, is a kid. A pig is a dog, is a kid, is a fish, is a goat, is a turkey, is a lamb, is a human, is a cat, right? My friend Pee-wee, I wouldn't eat my cat, just like I wouldn't eat my friend Violet, who's a pig. I wouldn't eat my friend Ziggy, who's a turkey. So I just realized I'll eat plants, and then I don't have to hurt anybody. Well, friends, that's a really powerful book. Sometimes these books are kind of hard to read about that stuff, right? They can make you feel a little sad. They can make you feel a little conflicted, maybe if you still do eat things like that. But we learn and we grow. So I'm really grateful for Maritza Oliver for writing this book and sharing that information with me. I learned a lot. I hope you did too. Thank you for joining me. And if you want to learn more about pigs and dogs, cats, turkeys, chickens, cows, if you want to learn more about them, go to pasadosafehaven.org. You'll see lots of great pictures of all of my animal friends, and you'll learn more facts about them and how to help them. Thank you, everybody. Again, my name is Teacher Bando. I'm a humane educator with Pasado Safe Haven, and I will see you next time for story time. Bye, everybody.